So pulled this tractor out because this thing's got some more girth to it. It's a little bit bigger. It's a one size bigger tractor. It's an A, Farmall A, 1950, I believe. I'm gonna give her a wash down, but we put a V8 in this one. It's a 305 Chevy V8. I just pulled it out. Hasn't been used in probably 7 years or so. We haven't had a drought bad enough to use it, but because it's got more weight, and this head drills a little bit faster, so it's good for fence posts. We got a pretty big job to do coming up here this week. I just want to get this thing going for them. But look at that. Got a dry rotted hose here. That's a main hose, so that's not going to be cheap to fix, but we'll get that going on Monday. Here we go. This thing all washed up, power washed it, and it's a nice day out, so good for that. Looks pretty good. This thing fired right up, but you can see this shaft here is round. So that's the adapter we're making. It's going to go on there to a hex drive. All of our augers are hex drive, so we modified this one. We used to be all round drive, but it's a pain. We don't do that anymore. So I just got to secure the battery. Got to make a better connection. I just kind of higgly-piggly put it on there just so it started, but this thing runs really good. All right, so that tractor needs a hex adapter. It's been years since we used it, so we'll make one up real quick. Hex going to the round. I got to turn this pipe down and bore it out a little bit. Make that fit inside here. It's just going to be a bushing, so it fits a little bit tighter. Here we go. All right, got this bushing made up. Fits on the drilling head perfectly. This is the adapter we're making. So slide right in there, get this thing welded on. We'll just drill a hole right here. Here we go. All right, here we go. Got that adapter all made up, the hex adapter to go from the round to the hex. Just got it bolted on there. Should work pretty good. So we just got to get this hose replaced. Looks like it splits right here. I just unwrapped it, so we got bad spots. We're going to replace both of these hoses from here down. You see it's leaking there, and we should be ready to go. Here we go. Here we go. Check that out. Rotted.
Lots of tire bulging through.
It's the tube, yeah. So, and this tire, there was chunks of dry rot coming off. So, thanks to Facebook, I found this nice, beautiful tire. No rot. It's already loaded too. That sucker weighs like 250 pounds. But they put calcium inside these, so it's like salt water. So what happens is anytime you spring a leak, especially on the valve stem, they rot out just like that. So swap this out. Here we go. All right, now comes the fun part. I got all the lug nuts off. That was a chore in itself, but this thing's been on there since like 1968 or something, probably. Anyways, that ain't coming off. So we got to get a big old sledgehammer and try to beat that sucker off. Hopefully it comes off. If not, here we go. All right, here we go. Got that wheel off. Just needed a baby sledge. Didn't need to get the big one out. And so we got it off. Now I just got to break these nuts loose to get the actual wheel out. Bolt it to that rim. Here we go. All right, here we go. I got it all cleaned up. I put some fresh Never Seas on there. But these wheels are a little bit different. So this one is just like square. It's got a little tab here to locate the wheel. This one was like wedge shaped. Here, actually the other side shows you. So you can see right here. Trust me, this is wedge shaped, so it wouldn't fit the wheel. So I just took the grinder, ground it out a little bit, make this fit. So we're not going 60 miles an hour down the thruway, so I think we'll be all right. Here we go. Got that baby on there, all tightened up, ready to go. We're gonna go use this on, we got a job coming up a couple days. got 100 holes to do. So we're gonna use this baby because we got a little bit of rain, but we're still in a massive drought. So this tractor, like I said, it's got a little more mass to it, a little heavier, and it also spins a little bit faster. So should be good for what we need. Here we go. All right, here we go. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I got the V8 tractor running there, the Farmall A Chevy small block. Gonna get it loaded up on this tandem axle 1936 Chevy. This truck is built to haul that. We got that one there, that's a 46 Cummins swap that pulls the trailer, the skid steer. This one's a 38 Chevy. It's got a small block Chevy in it. This one it's got the shorter bed on it, so we can only haul the smaller tractor. Same with that one there. That one, if we wanted to put a tractor on there, we could. We used to haul them on there, but now it's mainly for the skid steer. This one's got a longer bed, 12-foot bed on it. Tandem axle, help carry the weight of that tractor. That Farmall A is 1,000 pounds heavier than these little Farmall Cubs that we got. And of course, we got the 46 Maple Leaf here with the Cub on it, Farmall Cub. There's our spare tractor. And then we got all the parts tractors back there. And another 50 Chevy back there as well. So I'm gonna get this thing loaded up. Here we go. All right, there we go. Got it all loaded up. Yeah, because this machine's 1,000 pounds heavier than the Farmall Cubs, we're gonna use this on a job. We got 100 holes to do, a couple days, and the drought that we've been having here is just so daggone dry that it's just make the ground so hard. This tractor with the extra weight, and it spins a little bit faster on the auger, so it'll be good for a nice 100 hole fence job. Here we go. All right, here we go. I picked up 2 augers that fairly cheap on Marketplace, but anyways, the teeth were smoked on it. So what I did was, it was actually bent up a little bit, so I had to straighten it out a little bit. But anyways, I put some teeth on it that are from a different auger, so I had to modify the teeth to fit. However, this just is not cutting right. It's got some issues, so I'll show you what I did. I'm going to do that to this auger as well, but over here, this one's ready to go. I cut the teeth off and had to tip the angle back a little bit more. They were too laid down, so it was actually rubbing on the backside here. So I tipped them up a little bit and then curled them in because this was actually getting polished up. So we got, these teeth were not staggered, so you want to make sure you have your teeth staggered, meaning this is cutting one diameter, this is cutting a little bit smaller, this one's a little bit bigger, this one's all the way out. So anyways, you can see how it was rubbing there, and that's bad. You don't have any relief for the drill to cut. So we're gonna get this thing welded in, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this auger going too. I'm gonna cut these teeth off, and yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. I got these teeth cut off. So We're going to clean that up with the grinder, clean up these teeth, and then we're going to go ahead and put them back on. This auger is all welded up. The teeth are all on. I'm going to go try it out, make sure it works good. Here we go. All right, so we got these teeth all welded back on, and this thing cuts like a dream now. I already tested it out, that's why it's all dirty. But yeah, what a major difference. This thing looks so much better now. So here we go. All right, so unlike other systems that make it a fixed spot, let's say this thing jumped off a little bit, a couple inches, you'll see on our brackets that we got from PureTech, gives you a little flexibility. It floats around probably a total of 3 inches float for you, so that way if you're off a little bit, you got some wiggle room. It's nice when the box is wet, it just falls apart.
It's almost bad.
Yeah. Get it? Don't want to drop it down that hole. I go down 7 feet. To Never Never Land. Need a long magnet.
Yeah. Is it this one?
Yep. So we got the big plate, then the Simpson bracket, another washer. Put that nut on.
Dirt.
That helps lock the threads together. We always make sure
Rock
the threads
tight.
are dirty. It's
Rock
not
tight.
Yeah, rock tight. Call it rock tight. That's right. So yeah, you can see the way PureTech designed it. You got float. It can move around. You're not stuck in where it's got to be. It's not exactly fixed, so it gives you some wiggle room. So that's the advantage. There it is. All right, so as you can see, the PureTech system here, the way that that's held on, well, loosen it up a little bit. So this goes on like that, and then you got some float. So it's not a fixed location. So we can, we got a little float in case something's off a little bit. Here we go. All right, here we go. We got a broken tractor. Got to do some fixing on it. We got some broken stuff here. You can see this weld is cracked. Ouch. And there's another crack going this way. And we have another crack over here. Look at the light there. Got another crack right there. You can see that thing. So here's what we got. Zoom out. That's the main boom that holds the tractor. Yeah. It's the main boom that holds the tractor. It's the main part that holds the boom onto the tractor. So yeah, we got to get, that's a really hard weld to get. That's why, as you can see, it's been welded several times to high stress point. So we're going to reinforce it as well. We got to grind that out, weld it up, and figure out what we can do to reinforce this thing, because obviously it's not working. Here we go. We got that welded in. We're going to add another piece to reinforce it. So a lot of times we can't get all that grease and stuff out of there. You just flare up the torch and burn it out. Give me a nice clean weld, even though we did got our license plate jammed in there to protect the hoses. Here we go, welding it up. Throw some paint on there everywhere we welded it. The gloss works the best because that way it'll detect a crack. If it cracks, it'll start rusting too. So that's another tall tale sign that it's cracked. All right, here we go. Got it all welded back in. We added extra gusset right here. This angle was flexing. I know it looks like a cop job, but trust me, this thing was built over 30 years ago, and anyways, and then we added another piece here to fill that gap in, so hopefully this works a little bit better for us. We also welded right up in there. There was a crack, so got that all welded up, and I'll get this thing loaded up. Here we go. All right, here we go. Just an update on the 46 Chevy Cummins swap here. We've got about, I don't know, 2,200 miles on this thing. And so far it's been absolutely fantastic. So a couple of things is I moved the switches down here. This is for overdrive and lockup. They were on the steering wheel, and I had these coiled wires on the steering column. That was a mess. It was actually really dangerous because it would get wrapped around the steering column, and then it would lock up the steering wheel. You couldn't turn. So it was dangerous. So put them down there for now. What I want to do is I want to extend this shifter up here, and I'm going to put the switches on there. So that'll be nice because the shifter is a little bit low anyways. We also bought a parts truck, a second gen Dodge parts truck, and it had airbags on it. So I ended up putting, let's see here, yeah, we cut the airbags off that, and I made custom mounts for this one. So we got them on this, and I was able to take out, believe it or not, 7 leaf springs on each side. This truck was built way before airbags were a thing, and yeah, so we had a ton of leaf spring, literally a ton of leaf springs in there. So the back of the truck was jacked way up. Right now it's up because we actually have the airbags filled because we were just hauling this for a job we did. Yeah, truck works great. Not really sure I want to mount my welder in this thing. I think I just like it the way it is, just to use it for hauling the skid steer. And we got the drilling head on and all the augers and stuff, probably 14,000 pounds or so, and no problem. This thing hauls like crazy. Oh, the transmission in this thing is no bueno. It's a brand new tranny, but yeah, it's just slipping. So we're gonna try putting a converter in it first to see how that works. I know it's just a stock converter, so maybe if I get a triple disc billet converter for this thing, extra low stall, that'll probably help out a lot. But I want to do that before I shred this transmission. So here we go. All right, good morning. We're in Clarence, New York. All we're doing is moving that fence right there over to here. That new fence line there. We got the caveman Joe's gonna dig the holes for us. Here we go. Crunching. Clarence, man, it's tough digging here. A heavy clay with rock. Once you get down below the topsoil, you see that auger jumping around. Crunching away. Look out. Guessing that's why that fence is leaning. They didn't go deep enough with the holes. We're going to try to get them down 42 inches. It's so dry it looks like topsoil, but it's not. It's just ground up clay. What is that? Look at that thing. Like a piece of steel. Oh yeah. There you go. Look at that, Joe. Caveman metal. Alright, I gotta get on the hoe here. Get this dirt cleaned away. Alright, while Joe gets set up on the next hole here. You can see the rock in the hole there. Look at that. Just busted through it. But we got it down 43 inches. So, like I said, that's probably why that fence is leaning. They didn't dig them down deep enough. Alright, we're all done here. Got these holes all dug out. We ended up using the hose because it's so dry here. Put a little water in the bottom. Auger pulls the dirt right out, makes the dirt sticky. So got them all done. Clarence, New York. A lot of rocks here. Holy smokes. Here we go.